What's happening, fandoms?
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here,
we react to music videos and shows.
Today we're going back to Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action version.
Yes.
We're moving into episode 4. This is called Into the Dark.
Oh, yes.
In the last episode, man, they did a lot of work in that episode. They compressed 2 or 3 episodes where they found Jet, 2 or 3 episodes where they found the Mechanist and his son, a couple episodes where they were getting to Amashu. Like, I think we burned through at least 6, possibly as many
7.
as 8 of the
episodes
from the animated show, all in service of us getting Amashu onto our list of places visited. We also met the Cabbage.
Yeah, the Cabbage Man.
Cabbages guy.
But we have not met, what's his name?
King Boomy.
King Boomy.
Not yet. So I imagine we'll do that very soon. But the crew was just arrested.
Right.
So since Boomy is the king of this town, he will now have their fate in his hands. I imagine we'll meet him very quickly. And we're very excited to do so because...
Was he the king that was sitting there? They were shooting, you know, at the Amashu.
I don't think I saw King Boomy. I don't know.
It didn't look like King Boomy.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna find out what happens. Let's go. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you.
Earth Kingdom soldiers aren't particularly tolerant, even under the best of circumstances.
Who's that?
And these
are
most definitely not the
Oh,
best of circumstances.
General Iroh.
It's good to see you, young Avatar.
oh, they have
okay?
another
They
conversation.
captured it?
I hope not. With any luck, he's probably halfway back to his ship by now.
It's complicated.
No, it's not. It's a simple question. Were you helping the firebenders?
Yeah, you were, buddy. Come on.
Yes. Teo, I was trying to protect you. You know what it means to make hard choices. Your father had to leave your family to go to war, leaving you, just a boy, in charge.
Sokka looks like Sokka from the cartoon.
He sure does.
To survive, we compromise just enough to get by.
Oh boy.
Is he gonna pretend to be one of them?
That's probably Zuko. I can't see, but
It is.
yeah. Zuko is now an Earth
Bender.
warrior soldier.
It's green.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme
I love it.
of this episode. All that green stuff.
Yeah.
Into
the dark.
Secret tunnel.
What happened here happened the world over. That's what a century of war will do.
A war started by the Fire Nation.
We're getting so much
And the War of the Fire
between
Nation began.
Iroh and
Yeah.
Aang, which
If
we
it were
never
only-
got
So
before.
cool.
My brother, the Fire Lord, sees things through only one lens. Victory or defeat. Nothing else matters. Not even the loved ones lost along the way. It is I who owe him. Far more than I can ever repay.
That's right. He reshaped
Impossible.
them. Without him, he would.
Omashu's prison is deep in the heart of the mountain, surrounded by solid rock. The only way in or out is through the palace.
What about the tunnels?
Oh,
Oh.
maybe we'll see some secret tunnels.
Secret tunnels. Hidden on the mountain.
Secret
It said that the founders of the
tunnels.
city used them to meet without anyone knowing.
Yeah,
Fairy tale.
Oma and
You told me
Shu.
you've seen them. Unless that was a lie too.
Ooh.
I thought we weren't gonna get the secret tunnels. This is cool.
Where are you taking
Secret tunnel.
To the pit.
The pit?
Secret
An
tunnel.
Earth Kingdom labor camp for prisoners of war. No one who's been sent there has ever been heard from again.
Poor Iroh. Oh well, I guess we'll never see him again.
You.
The Avatar has returned to the world.
Oh.
It's time to stop hiding.
All right, Tio.
It's time to fight.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It is him.
Cool.
So that was the target one with those guys.
The prisoner you requested. He was caught fighting, destroying property.
He is the master of all four elements, the savior of the world. He is.
The Avatar.
And he's very, very good at rock skipping.
Okay. Snort.
Boomy?
Hello, Aang. Throw him a feast.
He's gone crazy.
Throw him a feast. Yeah, well, Boomy is a crazy man, right?
Yeah.
He's a little bit less crazy here than he was, but still, they're doing a good job, I think. Crazy in a realistic way.
Right.
That's how I know you've ended up on the wrong side. You're not fighting for anything you love. You're fighting because of hate.
Right. She's true.
He's an
Just like the
extremist.
I am nothing like the Firebenders.
Ooh, yeah. Don't put up with that. That's right, Katara.
Oh, that's so cool.
Goodbye, Jet.
That's what you get.
What are you gonna do?
Go to the pit.
So
For your meal, I offer
Iroh's
you
in the
two
pit,
choices.
and Aang is having a feast.
Short ribs from Kangaroo Island. They
Oh.
practically jump into your mouth.
He likes his puns.
He sure does.
And the other, seaweed stew.
Which is why you need to let me go. So I can save the waterbenders.
Let us leave.
Let us leave.
Boomy! This is important.
That's a big
You
table.
care?
Care? You dare tell me I should care?
Listen. Do you hear music?
Oh, are we gonna get the song?
Already?
Come on, let's get the players, the musicians. Oh my God, they did do it.
Woohoo!
And all you see are rocks and stones.
Well, good. Grab that, would you?
Why are you doing it here?
Acoustics. Best in Omashu.
It's true.
Oh, okay. I see.
Hear that?
Secret tunnel.
Harmony. That's what we're all about. Harmony, music, love.
Okay. Grooving.
If these guys are okay being here, the tunnels probably aren't that bad.
It's a tale of two lovers.
Yep. Oma and Shu.
Oma and Shu met on top of the mountain that divided their two villages.
Nice.
The villages were enemies, so they couldn't be together. But their love was strong, so they found a way. They learned earthbending from the badger moles, becoming the first
That's
earthbenders.
right. I love the telling.
They built elaborate tunnels so that they could meet secretly. The great city was named Omashu as a monument to their love.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
straight from the
Love is
animated,
great.
Animated
show.
show. Yeah.
Great.
Remember that. Especially if you're going to go into the dark void from which no living being ever returns.
Great. Isn't it Aang went with them last time?
Tunnel.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they need someone in love.
Secret tunnel.
Woohoo!
We got it.
Doomed.
A full complement of earthbenders just for one old man.
Now, is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh!
Oh. Did he
That
punch
was-
him or
Sure.
stab him?
Come on, don't hesitate to speak up. It's a long ride to the pit.
I think he just punched him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got all the time in the world.
It means you should be careful where you step.
Louie, what is this?
Okay.
Wow.
Well. This is pretty different than how things went.
Right?
Fumi, what are you trying to prove?
Mm-hmm.
The White Lotus.
Yep. That's how he followed him. He, at one point, Iroh dropped a White Lotus token for him in the animated show. So that's cool. Little piece of it.
This way.
Think they're gonna run into
that
the
what the map
badger moles?
Map's unclear, but I got a hunch.
And you keep acting like you know everything when you couldn't even tell that a traitor was flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
You should have never talked to him.
You don't get to tell me who I can talk to.
And you don't get to just ignore
Oh.
me.
I can if you're being an idiot.
Dad put me in charge.
You're not Dad.
Oof.
There's an echo.
Yeah.
Guess we're not in Wolf Cove anymore, are we? Come on. We better get
You
going.
can do it.
Yeah, in the show, Katara was with Aang in the
Sealed right
tunnels.
Yeah.
I never knew you could eat that stuff.
Are they going to hurt him again?
I don't know.
Oh, what a jerk.
He'd gather food and water from his platoon and give them to the children.
Ooh.
He was on watch the night you torched the eastern wall.
Oh.
By the time we put the fires out, there was nothing left of him to bury.
He has grudges on him.
Oh, yeah. Much of the Earth Kingdom, I'm sure, hates
He
him.
was 19.
Getting in some heavier topics than we did in,
Yeah.
in the animated show. Yeah. This is not the kids' show that we had known.
War pushes us to the edge. Some of us don't like what we find there.
Is that your pitiful way of saying you're sorry for what you did?
I wasn't talking about me.
Knowing what we know about
Yeah.
Iroh, we know that he knows loss. We know he's sorry for what he did at Ba Sing
Is it true he
Se.
abandoned the siege?
Yes, after his son was killed.
So his son dies a hero and he'll be forever known as a coward.
He was the king at that
Well,
time.
he was supposed to be.
Supposed to be,
Comfort
yeah.
knowing that Liu Tan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
He has hair there.
And he's not scarred.
Yeah.
When my studies weren't going well and father was unhappy, Lieutenant gave me this. He'd won it for finishing first in his officer class. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things. He gave me strength.
Aww. They never showed this one.
Yeah, this is not a scene from the show. This is new. But it
I like
definitely,
it.
Yeah, it definitely gives us an idea of their bond.
As uncle and
which we never really got much of that
nephew together. Yeah.
from the animated show. We had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was nice to hear someone tell me I had something to offer the world.
You're a good warrior,
Besides my
Sokka.
superior fighting skills.
Yeah.
Sokka, what I said about you and Dad.
Forget it.
You led the tribe and protected us with nobody to help you. Dad never had to bear that kind of burden alone. You had it harder than him.
Aww.
That's nice of her to say that. Yeah. We never got this kind of a moment either. We're getting some very interesting.
That's not right.
The tunnels
are changing.
Badger moles. Oh, okay.
Behind these doors lies a fearsome challenge, a true test of whether or not you are prepared to be the Avatar. Let's play one final game.
Sounds so freaky.
So far, the challenges have been very different. I wonder what this is.
Oh, remember?
Is it going to be the combat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As promised, one final game to play, Avatar. The simplest one of all. You versus me.
Okay.
To the death.
Jacked Grandpa. Wow.
Nice.
He's
Damn, Uncle Iroh could fight too.
Woo! He did get him though.
That's what you get for showing an Earthbender compassion.
Stabbed him right in the back with that rock.
You're okay.
Ouch.
We need to go.
No.
I think you should rest.
No time. They'll send more soldiers soon.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
How did they solve this problem before?
What's going on? Are we dead?
They're holding hands together.
Love is brightest in the dark.
I love it.
That's what it means to be in a war!
Wow. He is a very
I've
powerful.
been around, but you weren't. You left us.
Wow.
Well, as fun as this has been, it's time for the games
He's
to
snorting.
end.
Oh, look at you.
that.
You have to make choices like that day after day, year after year.
He's right,
and
though.
that's just to save this one city. You have to save the whole world. Let it fall, Aang, and learn what it means to be the Avatar.
Ooh.
Then the world is doomed. You cheated! You didn't do it on your own, so you didn't learn anything at all.
You were wrong. You can rely on your friends.
Mm.
That's the only way I'm gonna save the world. With
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Think like a child.
Is that really so bad?
Oh, but I do have one more challenge for you.
That's right.
Yep. Oh boy. He got his cabbages again. Oh, okay. So this is the Fire Nation. Is that Azula? No.
Yeah.
Nope, that's... Wait. This is a flashback. I think.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
are you doing here, Uncle?
Same as you. Getting ready to embark on what is sure to be a memorable journey. Everything I need is on this boat.
Aww.
Wow. Yeah, another totally new
Like
scene.
I said,
Yeah.
all the tea I need.
Yeah. Their relationship was a little neglected in the animated show.
Right.
They weren't the focus.
There's Appa.
Yeah, there they go.
Nothing.
Oh.
Let's get you home.
Home. Does he think he's going home? Wow. Oof.
I like their ending sound.
Yeah, it's the same music that we got in the it's
Anime.
the dragon dance.
Yeah.
Actually, which we didn't know until sometime in season 4,
4.
I think. We didn't learn that music was the dragon dance music.
Yeah.
But wow.
It gives us a little bit more of just, like friendship, love, and
With
with Iroh and Zuko, and also with
some
Bumi,
touching moments.
and also with Bumi and Aang from their childhood memory.
Yeah, I think we got about the same amount of that here that we got in the anime.
In the anime,
series.
and also with Katara and Sokka, they have their little kind of like
little bonding
moments, but
yep. Some realization
it's good
going
that
on.
they it was very concise that they put them together in between. But in that tunnel, Aang was supposed to be there.
Well,
He's
yes,
not here.
They've changed the stories immensely. The secret tunnel was how they got to Amashu.
Correct.
In the original show, and all of them were basically together.
Right. But I'm still loving this particular,
I am utterly shocked that we got the minstrels and the song and the secret tunnels, and they managed to work it into the story,
Yeah,
even though
they
it was
did.
a different way. I thought for sure once they got to Amashu without having gone through the tunnels,
Right.
that that stuff was never gonna show up. So that's fun. The way they kind of resolved the Mechanist story was kind of nice because they gave him a way to redeem himself.
Right.
In the animated show, they fought back against the Firebenders and stopped giving them weapons, which was a great way to redeem him. Here, he helped save a mushroom from an attack, which makes sense because that's basically what he did.
Right.
He just saved a different place from an attack in the animated show. And but the way that the Jet stuff left off is actually pretty similar. Jet's still an extremist, and Katara was not happy with him. And that's roughly how things were left at about this point in the animated show. I'm sure we'll see Jet again.
Yeah, we're halfway.
Yeah, we are
halfway. So
it's very interesting. We're getting the growth moments just in different ways than we did, and the fact that Boomy in this show, Boomy's motivations seem to be that he was truly hurt and pain.
He was.
And in the animated show, which is for children, it's a kid's show, it was more that he's a jokester and crazy and silly and playing a joke on his friend.
But I think he's trying to show Aang the reality, while you were gone, this thing happened.
Oh yeah.
And I could not trust my friends.
They're very much leaning into some of the pieces of this story that were left unsaid.
Right.
Because those topics are very heavy and dark and not really appropriate for a children's show. And so there are things that happened outside of the view of a camera in this world that were a little glossed over. And they were a little glazed and prettified, and things were a little tidier in the animated show. But here they're really diving into these deeper topics of pain, and people were lost, and in this 100 years
you could have would have been here. Yeah, you could have been here if you didn't run away. It's kind of like a blaming situation. It touches your heart so much that wow, they're really digging to Aang. That's like, you run away and you left us. You're supposed to save the world. And that's when Aang said, I'm here now.
Yeah. So less of it is about him being silly and doing these things that aren't important along his way to being the Avatar, and more that he's going to face serious challenges and grow to become the Avatar, facing real, serious, deadly threats, as opposed to, having a beach episode.
Right.
That kind of thing.
But I like how they portray each character, and also we get to learn a little bit more of each one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even how even Sai was lying at first. Now he told the truth.
True.
Sort of halfway. Yeah. We know that.
But one thing for sure about this version of the story is that we are blessed with an incredible amount of extra content surrounding Iroh.
Yes.
Because Iroh was my favorite character of the show.
I always like Aang.
From the original show. Iroh was my favorite character from the original Avatar, but you had to grow into that over the course of the whole series.
Yeah.
Because much of his story is not revealed.
Right.
You don't really get a lot of screen time for
Uncle Iroh. It's mostly Sokka. No.
Aang and Zuko. Yeah.
And Zuko.
Yeah, a lot of that, but not very much Iroh. And in these first few episodes, we've already gotten 10 times more connection between Iroh and Aang that ever occurred in the animated show as a whole.
I think they're trying to establish, that kind of relationship in each character.
Yeah. So while some things have changed and some things are darker, other things they're delving into areas that you didn't get because Iroh's story was frankly too dark for kids. You can't really know as a 10-year-old that Iroh held siege to Ba Sing Se and however many tens of thousands of people died as a result, right? It just has to be something that's lightly mentioned,
right?
And never dwelled upon.
Well, because he dwelled so much on his son's death, and
which we still haven't learned about in this show.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's going to come up. Yeah.
I'm sure we will at some point because we're getting so much.
Yeah.
We're getting so much from Iroh. It's almost like he's been elevated from a tertiary character to a secondary character.
Right.
Whereas in the animated show, he was very much relegated to the side.
In the shadow.
Yeah, he was not focused on enough, very much at all. So I like that he's getting more focus.
Thank you. They focus on those because they're going to learn the wisdom around him. Yeah. Well, thank you again for joining us in the Avatar: The Last Airbender, in our reviews and reactions. Thank you for your love and your support to our channel. We really appreciate you. Thank you for liking our show videos. We really appreciate you, and thank you for subscribing to our Small Mighty channel to help us grow to 30K. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.